Stretch of the means is cold. It's got a bit of a breeze. It's a bit cool. See, on those days where it's icy and it's freezing, see, on the days where it's difficult to run, where it's slippy, you don't realize how all these things add up. As a fighter, you realize as you're hitting someone and getting hit, it just changes your body. It changes how you do everything in your life. People out there know, see, every fighter at their best, they are everything that you would need. Any capability, any ability is there for a fighter at their primes. Whenever you get hit too much and you don't fucking respond well to it, there is a certain extent where fighters lose it. They hit the extent where they don't care anymore. They're not as effective. They're not as able, and then things do go wrong. But I mean, in those key moments where you're sharp and you're ready. I'm not saying you go out there and become a fighter and get hit and go hit people. But what I am saying is, as you do that training, even just sparring, it just changes your ability to move, to think, to grow as an individual. And it's all these other things. As you go out there and you're running in ice cold conditions, it's rocky, and you slip and you fall. There's people out there that would slip, fall, bang their knee. They can't finish the run. And it's true, their knee is really sore. They're not able to keep running. And to run might be too much for them. As you're well trained, you realize a slip and a bang on the knee doesn't do anything to you. Because your body's been hit so much. Because you've built it. Not in a way that you did 2 days training and you think you're ready. I'm talking about time and time again you've kept training. Your whole body adjusts. Now you fall and you hit your knee. Your knee doesn't hurt. You get right back up and you're going on again. It's the same thing for the people out there that are training and they hit a point where they're out of breath. If you don't know how easy it is just to keep going, and you will find the way, you will get the solution, you just keep running and your body figures out how to do it. If you've never done that, you get to the stage you're totally out of breath, you can hardly breathe, you're unsure how to even keep going or where to go. You're starting to not think right, you're thinking, am I going to make it, can I do this, what's wrong, and all these different things. You see, the necessary training that you put in, whenever you hit those stages, you realize just keep going, I'll figure this out. You can hardly breathe, everything's tight, it feels like you're bleeding inside, and it's how do you keep going? But you keep pushing through that. Then whenever these things happen, anything out there, you get hit, you fall, you get hurt, the speed, the rate that you can just get up and go again just completely changes. That's what most people miss in life. They can't respond quick enough. They get hit, they fall, they do something, and it takes them a week, a month to recover to be able to do something again. And there's someone who just decided to keep training. You, who you are, if you just decide to keep training, you're going to realize if you fall, if you hit yourself, if you're well trained, you get back up and you go again. You don't get stuck with something that happened along the journey. That's why there's people out there that will take unnecessary caution. They're going to say that it's bad weather conditions, you might fall and you might hurt yourself. Whenever you're in great condition, you realize if you did fall, if you're having to run through something where you're guaranteed you're going to fall, but you know you need to get past it, you're willing to take those risks because you know any type of injury along that isn't going to be substantial enough to stop you, injure you for the long term, or hurt you. I'm not saying you go out there and you take risks where you're going to hurt yourself and make a bad impact on where you're able to go. What I am saying is you're willing to take those risks that cause things that aren't even injuries. They're just minor discomforts. We're living in a soft society. They think a minor discomfort is a big injury. They think they go to put in more effort getting this thing diagnosed, getting the whatever it is, some kind of temporary solution for it and all these different things, where in reality they had a small fall, small hit, they could have got back up and ran, their body was ready to go, but they just thought make a big deal out of it, take a lot of time and complain about it. I'm not saying that's the same for everyone, but we are living in that type of response that people have. The difference is whenever you realize you get fall, you might get hurt, you might take a bang, you get back up and you keep running. All these things that you do are adding up, and it's just that simple.